What is happening, gamers and investors? Welcome back to PC Gaming Pulse, where we break down the biggest moves in the tech and gaming world. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of critical market shifts and insider plays. First up, Concorde Asset Management LLC is making waves with a significant adjustment to their NVIDIA Corporation holdings, shedding thousands of shares. Then, we'll dive into how Banque Transatlantique SA is altering its investment strategy with NVIDIA, as the tech giant continues to be a focal point for institutional investors. Following that, we've got news on Concentric Capital Strategies LP's latest moves concerning their stake in NVIDIA, revealing further shifts in how major players are positioning themselves. And finally, we'll see how Curi RMB Capital LLC is adjusting its own portfolio with NVIDIA Corporation, bringing you the latest on who's buying and who's selling. You won't want to miss a second of this. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our crucial market updates. Massive NVIDIA sell-off. Concorde Asset Management LLC cuts key stake. In a move that certainly got the market buzzing, Concorde Asset Management LLC has significantly reduced its holdings in tech titan NVIDIA Corporation. During the first quarter, the firm shed 3,315 shares, marking a 7.6% decrease in their position. This adjustment means Concorde Asset Management LLC now holds 40,577 shares, which still represent a substantial 2.5% of their portfolio, and make NVIDIA their fourth largest investment, valued at a cool $4,639,000. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a notable shift from a significant player. While Concorde Asset Management LLC is trimming its NVIDIA stake, other institutional investors have been busy. Astoria Portfolio Advisors LLC expanded its position by 0.9%, Centerpoint Advisory Group by 2.5%, GSB Wealth Management LLC by 3.3%, Variant Private Wealth LLC by a considerable 20.6%, and Financial Perspectives Inc. by 2.8%. These moves highlight the dynamic nature of institutional investment, with a strong overall ownership of 65.27% by funds and institutions. Adding another layer to this, NVIDIA insiders have also been active. Director Don E. Hudson sold 18,000 shares, and CEO Hsun Huang offloaded a massive 75,000 shares. While these insider sales are significant, they represent only a small fraction of Huang's vast holdings. In total, insiders have sold shares worth over $633 million in the last 90 days, though they still retain a substantial 4.17% of the company. NVIDIA, a powerhouse in graphics and computing, recently reported impressive quarterly earnings, beating consensus estimates with $1.05 EPS and $46.74 billion in revenue, a 55.6% increase year-over-year. Analysts remain largely optimistic, with a consensus rating of moderate buy and a target price of $207.83. The stock itself has shown resilience, trading near its 52-week high. Even with these large institutional trades, the story of NVIDIA's market position is far from over. What does this mean for the future of AI and gaming hardware? Stay tuned as we unpack more critical financial moves impacting your favorite tech giants. Banque Transatlantique SA trims NVIDIA stake amidst market flux. Banque Transatlantique SA has also adjusted its investment in NVIDIA Corporation, reducing its stake by 15.5% in the first quarter. The firm sold 493,631 shares, now holding 2,695,103 shares, which constitute 5% of its portfolio and remain its fourth largest holding, valued at an impressive $269,934,000. This move by Banque Transatlantique SA occurs as other institutional investors are making their own strategic adjustments. Firms like Elevate Wealth Advisory Inc., Earnest Partners LLC, High Note Wealth LLC, Kelly Financial Services LLC, and Next Capital Management LLC have all reported modest increases in their NVIDIA holdings, signaling a mixed sentiment among investors. Overall, institutional investors maintain a strong grip, owning 65.27% of NVIDIA's stock. In tandem with these institutional shifts, NVIDIA's CEO Hsun Huang and Director Mark A. Stevens have recently sold significant blocks of shares. Huang sold 75,000 shares, and Stevens offloaded 608,248 shares, though these transactions represent minor adjustments to their substantial ownership stakes. Combined insider sales over the past 90 days total over $633 million, yet insiders still hold 4.17% of the company. NVIDIA's financial performance remains robust, with the company exceeding analyst expectations for earnings per share and revenue in its latest quarterly report. The company's strong performance, driven by its graphics and compute solutions, continues to attract analyst attention, with a consensus moderate buy rating and a target price of $207.83. While major financial institutions fine-tune their NVIDIA positions, the market is always looking ahead. What's next for the semiconductor giant and the broader tech landscape? Keep watching as we reveal more significant financial plays. Concentric Capital Strategies LP slashes NVIDIA holdings dramatically. In a striking move, Concentric Capital Strategies LP has drastically cut its exposure to NVIDIA Corporation, reducing its stake by a massive 87.5% in the first quarter. The firm offloaded 171,001 shares, leaving them with 24,320 shares, valued at $2,636,000. This significant divestment suggests a major strategic shift for the investment firm. This substantial reduction by Concentric Capital Strategies LP contrasts with the actions of some other institutional investors. Kathleen S. Wright Associates Inc. saw a dramatic increase of 169.3% in its NVIDIA stake, while Copia Wealth Management and Barnes Denig Private Wealth Management LLC acquired new positions. Bruce G. Allen Investments LLC and Campbell Capital Management Inc. also reported significant percentage increases in their holdings. Despite these varied movements, institutional investors collectively hold 65.27% of NVIDIA's stock. Adding to the insider activity, Director Mark A. Stevens sold 608,248 shares, and CEO Hsun Huang sold 75,000 shares. These sales, while substantial in dollar value, represent small percentage decreases in their overall holdings. Insiders as a group have sold approximately $633 million in stock over the last 90 days, maintaining a 4.17% ownership stake. NVIDIA's recent financial results continue to impress, with the company surpassing earnings and revenue estimates. Analysts maintain a generally positive outlook, reflected in a consensus moderate buy rating and a target price of $207.83, indicating confidence in NVIDIA's ongoing growth. As some institutions make bold exits, others are making calculated entries. What does this complex web of investment activity signal for NVIDIA's dominance? Stick around, because we're about to reveal another significant player's move. Curi RMB Capital LLC boosts NVIDIA investment by over 10%. Curi RMB Capital LLC has increased its stake in NVIDIA Corporation, reporting a 10.8% rise in its holdings during the first quarter. The firm acquired an additional 35,636 shares, bringing its total to 364,999 shares, valued at $39,562,000. This expansion makes NVIDIA its 21st largest holding, representing about 1% of its portfolio. This increase by Curi RMB Capital LLC occurs amidst a backdrop of varied institutional activity. Elevate Wealth Advisory Inc., Earnest Partners LLC, High Note Wealth LLC, Kelly Financial Services LLC, and Next Capital Management LLC have all reported modest increases in their NVIDIA positions, suggesting a sustained interest from various investment firms. Collectively, institutional investors continue to hold a significant 65.27% of NVIDIA's stock. Insider trading activity also remains a key focus, with CEO Hsun Huang selling 75,000 shares and director Don E. Hudson selling 18,000 shares. While these sales are notable, they represent minimal changes to their substantial ownership. Insiders have collectively sold shares valued at over $633 million in the past 90 days, yet they still retain a 4.17% stake in the company. NVIDIA's financial performance continues to be a strong point, with recent earnings and revenue figures exceeding analyst expectations. The company's dominant position in graphics and AI hardware supports a consensus moderate buy rating and a target price of $207.83 from analysts. With these major investment adjustments and insider actions, the NVIDIA story is constantly evolving. We've covered significant shifts today, but what's the big takeaway for investors? We'll wrap it all up in our lightning round recap. And that's a wrap on today's Market Pulse. We saw Concorde Asset Management LLC, Banque Transatlantique SA, and Concentric Capital Strategies LP make significant adjustments to their NVIDIA holdings, while Curi RMB Capital LLC increased its stake. Don't miss out on any crucial market movements. Smash that like button, subscribe to PC Gaming Pulse for all your tech and gaming finance news, ring that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms for real-time updates. Stay informed, stay invested.